What's up, guys? I'm going to be showing you the best pure sniping build for threes. Starting it off, obviously the class you want to be as a sniper. It gives you like good speed and all good shots, even if you minus them all. Um, Starting with size, you want to be 6'1". Being 5'7" just really affects how you get hit and how easily you get knocked off the puck. Just being a couple sizes higher, it doesn't have to be 6'1", but I wouldn't recommend going down to 5'7", because in past years it has worked, but this year is a little bit different with the bumping. 180 is a really good height. It doesn't give you as much of a speed boost as you would hope, but it still really helps you, and it's very solid. Either that or like bare minimum at 160 are both good options. Either or, whatever works for you, right? Zone abilities, I like to go with 1T because I set up in the slot and it helps me score. Heat Seeker, if you have someone with, Big Tipper, Total Eclipse, it really helps, but I don't know many teams that run that. So this one's kind of like not really one I would recommend. Magnetic is good, but does not have that great of an effect compared to the other ones. Close quarters I have is one of my superstar abilities, but I really would recommend keeping it a superstar ability because the other X factors have a better sort of effect on you. They nerfed close quarters quite a bit this year. Make it snappy is always good, although I find it a little bit hard to find places to activate it, so I don't add it because it's my personal playstyle. So if you like taking snapshots off the rush, use Make It Snappy, but I like 1T. That's my thing. I think having elite edges is the most important X factor, because if you do not have elite edges, you are not going to be able to keep up with the other smaller builds or the faster players on the other team, because they will obviously have elite edges. It's the best X factor, and it really works well. The other one I'm using is close quarters. Close quarters just helps me finish cross creases, close shots. It's just the most consistent and easy to use superstar ability, I would say. The boosts go to acceleration and speed. I would always recommend using your boosts on that because speed kills in this game. If you aren't fast, you are going to find it very hard in threes. In sixes, it's a little bit different, but we're focused on threes in this video. For our shooting, we're going to minus all of the accuracy because, one, your accuracy is still very decent, 83 and 81, and it actually doesn't have too much effect on how good your shot is because of your close quarters and your 1T. Those are helping to improve that. You want to max out your speed. If you don't have speed, you're not going to get by any defenders. It's going to help you to not keep up. You need speed. Balance and agility are two that kind of like how you want to play it. I like having more agility rather than balance. I like staying away from people rather than trying to win puck battles and stuff like that. So I like to keep my agility higher than my balance, but it's kind of like your personal preference. So this is mine. I'm just showing you mine. So that's my personal preference. Wrist shot power and slap shot power go -5. Like that's a must because you have 1T helping you with your one-timers, and that is all you need. You don't need a strong wrist shot because all wrist shots can score in this game. Acceleration +5, that's very obvious. And then the next is puck control and endurance. When I play, I like to set it up in the zone and conserve my energy rather than going rush for rush. So when I play, I put my endurance down because I don't need it as much. Although endurance is a great thing to have because speed kills. And if you have endurance, you have speed. So again, up to your personal preference. Go which you want. Next one, we got passing +3. It's very hard to get a good pass assist without a decent enough passing attribute. So I put that up just a couple of points to make sure I can get better pass assist. Offensive awareness starts at 89, but with 1T in close quarters, you don't really need too high of an offensive awareness to be able to do all the things that you would say have a 90 awareness would do. So I wouldn't prioritize putting that up at all. And then body checking is something that I find kind of hard in this game, so I don't really boost it that much. Plus, if you're 6'1", 180, regardless of your body checks, they're going to hit. Unless you're on a 6'7" power forward or something like that, then it's probably not going to work. Stick checking, it's kind of RNG based when it comes to taking penalties and stuff like that, so I just put it down a little bit so I can get my defensive awareness up. With this build, if you have it on normal, your defensive awareness starts at 71, and that is just way too low because you aren't going to be able to pick up cross crease passes or anything in the defensive zone, and that's just going to kill you and make you frustrated at the game. So you got to put that up if you're running a sniper build. Moving on, unless you're wanting to be a tipper in front of the net, hand-eye isn't really important at all, so I would not recommend putting that up. Strength is very important as a sniper because you're more agile and stuff like that, and you want to be able to keep on the puck, and be able to keep the puck. Like you can't get hit off of it, and it really helps you to keep that puck. Durability decreases the chance of injury, which I don't really think has a big effect because in threes you're injured for like 1 or 2 minutes, and you just gotta avoid the big hits. So don't really change that. It doesn't have a big deal or an effect. Shot blocking, it's just if you want to block shots, you block shots. It's just kind of RNG on how you block and if you get injured or not, which kind of relates back to durability. So I'd kind of keep these two the same, but if you need to move down shot blocking like I did to get my strength up, go for it. Moving on, deking, very important. If you don't have a decent enough deking like mid-80s, it's very hard to pull off spinoramas and Michigans and stuff like that. I've pulled off Michigans with this build, and it's very easy to do at 84 deking. If you're not playing center, I would recommend putting your face-offs down. Discipline is pretty much RNG in threes because the only penalty that you can get is interference, which is your own fault, and stripping, which is also your own fault, which also goes back to stick checking if you want to put that up. And then fighting skill, no fighting in threes. Put it all the way down. There's no point in putting it up. So this is my threes build. I run it. I get tons of goals. 1T is super useful. Lead edges and close quarters. These are the best 3, I would say, abilities to put on your sniper. So that concludes this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.